FaZe are going to have this game anyway. I think they just look, like I said earlier, I think they're going to be so fired up for this whole Intel Grand Slam situation. I think they're going to be absolutely ready.
Extra $1 million. They definitely need that, and that would be a bummer if they lost at first team to kind of get right to the cusp. We'll see if they can do it. This is the first stepping stone of the tournament if they do want to take home that extra prize pool. We'll see what they've got. Is that a new logo from FaZe as well?
Yeah, I think they cut out some of the colors in the middle, right? They had like a three-color thing going on, and now they've changed it a little bit. I don't know. We do have the bomb outside of the A-bomb side, which is a big tell for us because we can see the minimap now. They don't know that on the heroic side. And look at what Olofmeister is. Such a deep angle all the way in the window, boosted up, and Mertz is kind of ready and waiting for it.
Well, look at Freiburg. He's already got the flank to the end of the B tunnels. Now, if they go too quick and that doesn't come to fruition, that'd be depressing. And Rain's already going to spot one out, and he's peering in, giving his information over to the team. And that's the punish for giving up too much map control too easily.
S-Tag going to be taking down Guardian. Carrigan has fallen as well in this rain. Such a master with the pistol, taking one kill, following it up and taking down S-Tag. And Freiburg and Asilian now wondering, how do we get back in this round? Freiburg, the flank, as you said, has been happening for the last 15 or 20 seconds. And finally it works out for the kill. And Olof looking for the last headshot if he can get it. Not going to happen quite. That probably would have been it if he could have taken down Asilian. But it's still a 2-on-1 here as Nico, with 35 seconds, trying to see if he could make that work, looking for the kill, taking the fight and dropping Asilian. That's such a great headshot with the P250, but the bomb is still back there. And Freiburg is on the other side, waiting with the P2000. He hears the steps. He knows that the bomb has been picked up. And Nico, not quite sure where to look. He's checking all the most likely angles. Going to fake it once, and I don't think he has time to fake it again, as now he knows exactly where Freiburg is, and he's going to hold it down, see if he could do this. Already with the bomb plant, no hesitation on the second one, and Freiburg wishes he had a grenade. Anything to force this fight, he's going to go for it, trying to shoot through. That's so close, and Freiburg ducking under. Nico still going to get the headshot. You see the frustration. Freiburg actually played that really well. Like, all the dancing there really looked like it was going to work, but really well, except for that one mistake. He took that one shot just a little bit early when Nico first tapped the bomb down. This is great shooting from Nico. I mean, just exactly what we've come to know from him. Look how calm and collected he is. There's not a whole lot of people, not only in the world, but in the pro scene, who are going to be that collected with the way they tap that pistol. Beautiful clutch from Nico in the 1 versus 2. That all stems from, I mean, they got Olofmeister boosted in the window within the first 20 seconds of that round. Like, that is just too easy for FaZe to get someone up there. And even though Heroic does find some kills to equalize and kind of bring that pistol run back into their favor, you've lost the game of map control, and then it just becomes very difficult to recover. Yeah, in a sense, it shouldn't even have been that close. I feel
like it shouldn't have.
I feel like FaZe should have probably been able to run away with it earlier. So good stuff for them. And you could even see the initial frustration there for, was it Mertz holding the window? And he saw nothing for so long, and as soon as he tried to crawl through the window, Olof is there to just execute him. S-Tag, hoping for something through the smoke, unable to connect with anybody. He thinks that they may be on the other side, but in fact they are already in connector and just waiting it out.
And FaZe just getting everyone in position to really just make this a dominant hit. Rain and Kerrigan to back up Guardian in mid, Nico and Olof. They come from A, but Madi now turns into a little bit of an X factor. This is a great position from him. Even if S-Tag just gets one kill, Madi can build upon that and just delay. But he's got to be patient with his peek out towards this A bomb, and S-Tag has to provide something, take attention away from him, and there it is.
That's a great shot. Freiburg taking down Carrigan, but that scout. Guardian was even in position for it. Nico a bit exposed, and he's going to go down. Freiburg with a second headshot from the Deagle, and now Rain all alone, and they're going to take him down, and Heroic bounds right back into the game, winning the second round. That was way cleaner than you would have expected.
Absolutely. That is going to hurt. FaZe is going to be really frustrated to drop that one. Great round from Heroic. A nice retake. And that position from Madi, I mean, it didn't even have as much impact as I thought. It was Freiburg with a great 1-dig. He was able to build upon S-Tag's opening kill, but FaZe just couldn't find any frags, and all of a sudden they're funneled into the open. They didn't have any utility down. They didn't have any smoke or flashbangs to really cover them getting that bomb planted, and just overexposed out in the open.
Have I said how excited I am that Freiburg's back and playing?
Yeah.
He really feels like a part of history returning to the game a little bit. It felt weird to me when he wasn't playing. Now he's back. Good little lineup there. It's actually only 2 kills. The rest were stolen by Mertz and S-Tag, which is fine. I suppose that they're not going to be too sad about that. But still, good cleanup and Heroic. Yeah, 2 rounds now. FaZe able to buy right away.
AWP is going to be out in Mertz's hands, though. 2 UMPs going to be saved up. Not a huge deal. Tough part, this is going to be one of those rounds for FaZe where they're going to sit back and lean on just the pure firepower, all that talent. Just 3 flashbangs and 1 smoke on Rain. Someone's going to have to win some duels. It's going to be presented. And Astillion, he almost had the frag onto Rain, but it doesn't go in his favor. And that's exactly what FaZe needed here. Look at this stack, though, immediately. 1 player in window, 2 players on our balcony. Now, that's a fine stack because there's no Molotovs into this round for FaZe.
Yeah, that could work out. I mean, the scary thing is obviously Mertz playing over here at the B bomb side. He's currently looking into the wall. I'm guessing he's expecting that a flashbang and then he could sort of turn around, but I don't even know about that because he's got the AWP, right? So
he just crashed. He's just staring into the wall. I have no idea what's happening, but that is not a play you make. There's no logic behind that one.
Or maybe he is. You might be right.
They're not going at him, so this stack underneath the balcony is going to have a chance to do it.
I see no Molotovs, as you said. They can't really force them out. They're going to have to go for the hard peek instead. Freiburg and on top of him S-Tag, and then Modi on a bit of a counter, and it looks like there might be just a bit of a hiccup on the server. Yeah, I feel like that might be a good time to pause. Don't want to be rushing the A bomb side in the middle of a 400 ping storm.
Yeah, that's not an ideal situation. So we'll get the admins will be on that one. We'll figure it out. We'll let you know what the verdict ends up being. It will be a little interesting with Astillion already being dead. I'm not sure if it was an individual player crash or if it was server crash. It might be a little bit different. So let's not speculate.
I think the whole heroic team crashed. All of them.
So it's what it did seem like. Everyone even stopped moving underneath. But we'll get confirmation and pass that along. And no need to go wild.
No, we'll wait it out. See exactly what's gonna come of this.
I was looking at Verts and I'm just like, wait, there's no one watching V Hall. It's like, why is he just looking in? There's no logic. There's no sense to that.
I was so confused as well. At first, I was like, maybe he's just turning for the flashbang, but he's got the AWP in that corner.
You were really doing him a favor. You were trying to be like...
I was trying to explain it the best that I could. It's like, maybe he hasn't got an aneurysm. Maybe, maybe it's fine. Yeah. Maybe there's a reason.
It's all planned. This is some next level tactics.
Well then, we're gonna have to get the reset in for see if they can recover all of it from the log files. I mean, I'm no expert on this. I'm happy I'm not on the admin team modus. I feel like that's...
What are you an expert at, would you say? Maybe it's easier to go that route.
Yeah. I've got... I used to be pretty good with the yo-yo back in the day when that was cool. It went out of favor, so it's been more than a decade. So I feel like it's maybe 2 decades since that was like a high point in my life.
Okay.
I was pretty good at playing Magic cards, but that's even longer ago. So some of the things I was really good at got taken away from me early in life.
Those are like 90s fads. Yo-yos, Magic.
It's been real slow Moses in my life.
Did you have Pogs?
I'm pretty good at cooking Moses. I've got that down.
I don't know if I believe you on that one.
No?
No.
Listen, next time you're in Denmark, you'll come by. We'll make it happen.
Okay, we can do that.
Yeah, I've got the sous vide up and running at that point in time.
Yeah, it's a date.
And you're just gonna be shocked.
It'll be
great.
It's
gonna be so good.
We're going to go to a quick break while they figure things out, and when we come back, we'll have all the information that you could ever desire, so stay tuned.
feel faded, far away. I shiver like I'm losing my name. Well, look what we've done. If we keep our eyes wide open, we'll show everyone. Let's get up and run. We can find all our open, staring at the sun. Time grabs a hold. With a picture thrown to flames, I feel cold. But like the fire, you light my soul. 'Cause I can carry all these things and still grow. Yeah, I know. Look what we've done. If we keep our eyes wide open, we'll show everyone. Let's get up and run. We can find all our open, staring at the sun. We keep eyes to the clouds. We will not look down. We keep eyes to the clouds. We will not look down. Look what we've done. If we keep our eyes wide open, we'll show
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We are back into the game now. We had a bit of a technical crash. I think the whole server died.
The whole shebang were
Yeah,
verbatim the words that were passed on to me.
Yeah.
So everything
Never
went
a
down.
good time.
So they're gonna replay that round from the exact beginning. Start it all over. You know, call it a reset. It's like a Nerf battle. Everyone collect your ammo. Timeout.
Exactly right. So obviously, just to recap, FaZe won the pistol, then Heroic stole it back in the second round, won the round after that, and now we've got rifles on everybody, and we'll see what happens when they get back into round number 4 here. A bit of a tense game where the majority, including myself included, think that probably FaZe are going to come out on top of this one.
Yes. Well, 87% I believe it was
87%.
of the world. I think that FaZe would win. I have FaZe as well. So we'll see. It's going to be interesting. It's obviously a great turnaround for Heroic right off the bat after losing that, a pistol round that looked like they were going to take it away. A 2-on-1 in Heroic's favor that Nico was able to win. But here we are. One interesting thing to note, and this is obviously not illegal in any way, but with this reset of the round, FaZe decided to change their buy. 2 Khalils picked up instead of 2 AKs so they can have some extra utility. Some Molotov has 2 smokes to work with. Previously, it was 3 flashbangs and 1 smoke. Those Khalils allow a little bit extra. And this time, FaZe does not get the opening pick in mid.
No, they don't. Instead, Olofmeister is down to 53. A lot of people waiting up here, and looks like Mertz is going to be falling quite far back. So decent enough mid presence, but it feels like both A and B right now with this mid-heavy setup are going to be a little bit lacking some of the defense. So we'll see about that. S-Tag is already moving across to try and help out Modi a little bit, so he's not completely alone on that bomb site. Could be a great flashbang, goes high. Oh, he gets the turnaround. A little bit more damage and a big double kill. Oh, the triple as well. Taking down Carrigan. What a sequence. And that's going to leave Nico completely alone. That is so unlikely. They were right on top. And yet he somehow came out with the triple. 1 health left.
That is a phenomenal job from S-Tag, obviously, and coming through that smoke, able to react just quick enough, comes over the top to find one more. That's really, really good round, and this is gonna be tough for FaZe to swallow. What you gotta hope for here if you're FaZe is you're trusting Nico to get, 3 kills. At least 2. You want to take some of those weapons away. It's gonna be so hard. Heroic's actually playing this very smart. No one's peeking. They have the bomb down on stairs. 1 player out towards ticket booth. That's gonna be Madi, and no one giving Nico any opportunity to take economy away. So this is really, really beautiful. A lot of poise in this situation for Heroic. And Nico, with no mistakes being presented to him, is just going to save that AK-47. He'll get no bonus money. And he'll have the AK-47 to work with in the next round of one right at the end. He lost his nerve. Madi came out, didn't need to move. They want this gun at the end of the round, and Nico's just going to hide. Small consolation prize, but a third round for Heroic. And now this is going to be interesting. This is going to test FaZe, just because, remember, that previous round before the server crash, they had the opening pick, and they were about to hit that 8-bomb site with the man advantage. And then everything kind of changes, and now you only get one kill in the round. So that can be mentally very difficult for players to get over at times.
3-1. Yeah, you're absolutely right. It's gotta be frustrating, right?
Even for experienced players, that is going to be tough.
So hopefully they have some sort of battle cry, something to get them past that, so that isn't a discussion. I mean, I don't expect it is a discussion point in the middle of it, but depending on how long the losing streak becomes now for FaZe, it's you got to stop looking back at that round and thinking, listen, it doesn't matter. And I guess just a little bit luckily, they are playing on T side first, right? So even if they go down, they can still bring it back. And what an opening from Nico. That's just great.
That's exactly what you don't want to do if you're Heroic. Have someone walk right into Nico's headshot. By the way, I believe that was a smoke he used in window round that he was able to afford because he got that kill on Madi at the end of the last round. Small little detail there. Freiburg perched up on catwalk looking for the equalizer. He is going to get it as that smoke clears. Already not expecting the boost. Nico still in middle. Boosted up, and this is perfect. We'll see. What can he do with this?
Yeah, they're just trying to use him the best way that they can. S-Tag will find the timing on him, and instead it will be a 3-on-4. But the rest of them don't really have enough. Rifle been picked up there by Olofmeister, but he has no armor, so he's going to get chewed up regardless. And yeah, this should be a pretty clean exit. S-Tag with another couple of kills, this time against mostly unarmored opponents, but it still all counts. 4-1, and we're going to be moving into round number 6 here. And Guardian with that AWP. Mert has his, so we might see a little bit of that battle, Moses. You pick Guardian.
I did. S-Tag also, double up set up on the defensive side. There's actually a lot of money built up on this Heroic defense at the moment. Everyone but everyone but Madi is sitting very, very nice with their cash flow. S-Tag actually pushed in Palace, having that deep angle. No one's going to come that way for FaZe, at least not at the moment. They're just going to pop flash right through the smoke. S-Tag's not aware. If they jump up, he could go down. There's the first kill for Madi. He's holding him back at the moment. Time it up for S-Tag to spin. Great defense, and now he's got a safe perch inside Palace.
Yeah, look at this crossfire that they have to break to try and actually get onto the bomb site itself. And while they're waiting to figure out how, a lot of time is passing. Freiburg should be going down, so it's still a 3-on-3, but they've got to be very worried about the fact that he's up here. They have a smoke on Olof. They could try and smoke it off. Oh, he misses the shot. That's a big opportunity. Gets another one, taking down Nico. And now on the other side, Olof is waiting. S-Tag with the timing is perfect. Another round. That's 3 rounds back-to-back where he gets triple kills. S-Tag, 13 1-on-1.
13, that is not a horrible start in any way. Heroic up 5-1 now, and FaZe just stumped there. It almost seemed like they might have even forgot that he was in Palace. He even misses the first shot, no reaction. They had to take a gamble somewhere, but down the stretch, again, FaZe could have used a lot of that utility. They had 2 Molotovs, they had a smoke, flashbang.
Could it be that they literally didn't know?
Yeah, maybe the spin, maybe they thought he had been elsewhere, maybe they thought it was from CT spawn. They didn't get the proper information. Regardless, it looked a little bit silly, obviously, since we had the knowledge. FaZe stumped quite frequently early on in this first half. Kerrigan, I don't think he's been spotted, but Mertz goes back for the shot. And now S-Tag again. Had a great game, and that's a good reaction.
Does not really need to challenge. You're playing 5 versus 3. If you lose the op here, I mean, they can't really easily pick it up, but still, no real reason to give anything away for free right now. Oh, well, he got a reply.
I wish that was Mertz, because I would have just laughed at you.
Yeah, you were ready for it. You were feeling it.
Oh well, 6-1.
This is a little bit crazy. 6-1 is one thing. You said the money is really what's running completely out of control now.
Yeah, 4 players starting this round right around 12,000. Obviously, buying up, they're going to lose some of that, but just so much cash. And even this nice shot from Guardian. Just a bit of a consolation prize. Doesn't really provide a whole lot. Still the double up setup for this defense, and FaZe has yet to get going on this T side. They were stumped in the second round. And here we go, off again as FaZe tries to get a gun round on the board.
And this is where you'd like to see just some of all that firepower. We saw the opening that Nico had in the round where they just had the 1 AK.
Right.
Well, something similar to that, and then when everybody else has rifles, that's enough for FaZe right now. So it doesn't always have to be really deep and flashy. Sometimes it could just be clean opening kills, and they've got the manpower certainly to do that. Freiburg trying to edge a kill and over the smoke. Olofmeister going very low. Yes, tag dropping just a bit.
And now mixing in some aggression towards these upper B halls. Tag taking an angle. And now that the presence is known, now that FaZe realize that they can fall off of it, they don't have to continue that kind of a firepower. Tag is still up there, so a lot of bodies dedicated to this B bomb site defense. Freiburg in a position to rotate over, and Madi's going to have some pressure. Here comes Nico. He's the only one turning the corner. No chance for a trade, and Madi's going to get away with 12 health.
A big fight to be winning, even if you drop low. Got to be careful he doesn't walk right back into Rain, who is in connector and turning the corner. Could have a pretty good shot at the bomb site. Yeah, I think Rain is going to be maybe the key player in this one. 30 seconds left. It's going to be close.
There was no one spotting him out. He's been able to make a lot of play. Obviously, he doesn't realize that. There's the off, a missed shot from Mertz. That might just steal it. Madi's still hiding inside the bomb site, but Freiburg has to do something to take attention away. There's the pounce, but he's burning alive. And FaZe have found an advantage in this round.
Absolutely. 4 versus 3 now. Oh no, but the bomb being planted right in the lane. Carrigan going down. Freiburg finding the timing, and Olofmeister, he had gone down as well. That would have been a disaster, but he stays alive at 16 health, and Vasilian, they know where he is. Oh my god, he actually gets the shot for the box anyway with the M4. Not always that easy. Now he's got a very, very tough job ahead of him. 1 versus 2. He needs them to come and fight him eventually. Flashbang, not really going to do all that much. He's just going to try and see if he can make it work. Almost took down Guardian, but instead, quad kill for Guardian in that round. Winning the fight against Mertz, not even with the AWP Moses.
Much needed as well. That was, I mean, almost the blunder of losing the planter right at the end there. And you could see from there, I think Heroic just realized the timer was so low, trying to make some kind of a desperate play, and a couple players getting caught out trying to be the hero with the clock. Either way, desperately needed for FaZe, but not out of it just yet. One player, Olaf, is going to be on the shotgun. 3 AKs and the AWP on Guardian. Could that be a misbuy?
I feel like offensive sawn-off shotgun is just I mean...
It's, there's only a few places it's going to be effective, aren't there?
Yeah. Maybe if you run boost it somewhere.
Maybe he was watching, like, JW frag highlights before this game. Just get pumped up.
2015 frag highlights for JW. Could be. Oh, bit of an attempt there. As Tag unable to connect. Flick doesn't really do anything either. Guardian just wants to keep fighting. They're not afraid of each other at all. Scary situation, but that spam through the wall on the other hand, that really did a lot. Maybe he's taking all the frustration out on the little plot there.
That wasn't very nice of him.
Now the vegans are angry.
Oh, aren't they always? Here we go. 4 players coming towards ramp, 1 player in Palace. Good aggression from Freiburg, a mid-round peek. He wanted some information. He had no clue what was going on. A bold move to try and find it himself, but he gets himself a kill, and Madi is going to play passively.
But falling back into it, we haven't really seen the highlight stuff from him, and Carrigan is going to overpeak the corner, and that worked perfectly. Even with the single scope, he just wasn't able to really get that in there, so great adjustment for FaZe. Now with 20 seconds left, the bomb is going to be going down, and they're falling back swiftly. They don't have any more grenades, but then on the other hand, neither do Heroic. This is going to be a hard retake. I don't think they need a really quick kill to make this one work, otherwise they're going to run out of time really fast. Guardian, yeah, get back behind cover at some point. That's probably a good idea. Ready for the flick if it happens. Rain with a good position, going to be taking down Freiburg. Now all focus is on him. One more headshot and a job done for Rain. He didn't need to do anything else outside of that. Asilian tries for 2, but again, they're simply running out of time. The bomb is being defused on the other side. Carrigan wants to make the hero play through. Oh, they come off the bomb, and I think that's it. There's no time, and certainly not now. Guardian with the kill, and Asilian, as much as they tried, it was a good attempt. It was never going to work out. That's going to be the round in favor of FaZe, so In spite of the troubles, they bring it back.
Don't say it was never going to work out, because there was a real chance that is a massive mistake for FaZe.
Yeah, the bomb plant position.
Well, not only that, but losing. I mean, Rain is going to go down no matter what, right? But this next kill from Asilian, if the bomb's planted there, that player in Palace just has to live. He has to survive, because you have two players on ramp. The bomb was on the other side of that box, and yeah, maybe they miscommunicated it, but that kill, I think it was Kerrigan who came through. If he had gotten killed kind of running through that smoke, that round's over in the favor of Heroic, so very, very close. Even despite, I think that's a round, if you go back and look, that'll, not to, you know, make him the sore thumb, but I think that'll be a round you talk about with Mertz, some of the things he's going to have to learn. The rest of his team calling for a passive retake setup during that execute, and he goes for a play at stairs. Could have used him alive. Either way, everyone from FaZe goes down in a victory, and there's a good opening kill. Kerrigan, but Mertz to trade it off, trying to make up for that mistake.
Yeah, not a bad... I mean, he tried to force that fight with the Molotov first and did get flashbanged. He found the kill anyway, and S-Tag going to be taking down Rain. He's really loving this solo play with the AWP, and you can see he's already ready for someone to shoot him in the back. So heads-up play from him right now. 4 versus 3. And this is really a big round for FaZe. If they can win it, Heroic are almost going to be out of money. It's going to be very scrappy if they could buy it all. So we'll see how it goes. Need to break the back here of the mostly Danish economy.
Oh, that's a great shot from Madi. He can stop the plant now. They have to wait. They have to get S-Tag or the player in spawn, and they can't do either at the moment, playing it passively. And I think FaZe is stumped in this round as well. I think Heroic is going to be able to take this one.
Somehow the bomb goes down, but Modi is there again. Big double kill for him in that one, and you said the first shot there was godlike. Guardian out in the open, and Mertz will take him down. I guess that doesn't really count in our internal battle, does it?
I mean, it's up to you if you kind of want to go for the low blow.
Oh, okay. Listen, Moses, as long as I'm winning, I don't care how easy it is. I'll just take that.
I don't even know the score.
I don't know.
I think it's like 1-1.
In that case, I'm winning. 7-3. Round number 11. Oh, there's 5 HE grenades on FaZe. Please, yeah. God, make this work.
Start pulling out some tricks. Start getting fancy, because this is awesome that Heroic is able to go to toe-to-toe at the moment with FaZe, and it's all. I mean, S-Tag is what, 16-4 in this game so far. His op. I mean, you focused on Mertz with the AWP to go against Guardian, but oh, that's beautiful. Freiburg turns right back into it.
I feel so bad. Why did it have to be Freiburg?
Oh, he got drawn into that so well. That was a nice setup from FaZe to pull him back in towards window.
I wish we could see his reaction. He's probably scratching his head, just thinking, what? They're on the T side, and they decide to just carpet bomb the window for some reason.
It's a cool thing, but nothing really comes after it for FaZe, as the weapon was salvaged, but Asilian and Madi really kind of clean it up, make sure that gun can't do any damage. So now FaZe is just spread across the map. Back to the B bomb site we go, and Asilian mobile with the second kill to the other side of the map.
They are trying their best to sort of pick up this weapon. There's the M4, and he's actually going to win that fight against Modi. That's a good shot from Olofmeister. Again, unarmored means if he gets tagged, and he kind of did, but early on, he's going to lose that fight pretty quickly. S-Tag trying to secure the CT spawn position. It's going to be close. He's got one chance, and he'll pick it up against Olofmeister. He's really on point with this AWP.
He's looking very, very good at the moment. And Guardian just realizing no matter where he goes, it's low percentage. Might as well just go right up the gut. We'll see what he's got. And he's going to try and bait out a shot to get a plant, and it's not even going to happen. S-Tag knocks another one down, and at some point, if you're FaZe, you might be thinking for a timeout. 18-4. It's almost like that A bomb site is just shut down by that one op. And a lot of it has been, I'm wondering maybe if Heroic noticed something in some kind of preparation for FaZe and said, because S-Tag has been really aggressive in that Palace with the AWP. We've seen it two to three rounds already. And normally we only see it like, twice and a half overall. And he's already done, he's still got rounds to play with.
And it's helped them diffuse the ramp and connector aggression so much. It's so much harder for FaZe, even if they win one of those fights, that they have to worry about it. Oh my god, Rain. Hiding partially behind the fire, and what a follow-up kill, taking down Modi. Now it's trouble. S-Tag, actually that's Mertz taking down Kerrigan, and maybe he could do a bit more. Freiburg trying to see if he can get into CT spawn those smokes. Perfect for dealing with the sniper on the other side.
Well, Freiburg's going to lead the way in, but now he's stuck out in the open, and he's committed himself to that battle. No cover to be found. I think now if you're Mertz and Asilian, you save the weapons. You have some teammates low on money. Don't let FaZe crawl back into this by getting reset this late. There's a flashbang peek that's not going to pan out.
He's going to try and fight it anyway. Flashbang goes high in the sky, and Asilian will take down Guardian. Somehow the spray through the box just continuing, and it works. And Rain is quite low on health as well. If you get the kill on him, then suddenly game is back on again. And they're really nervous about this bomb plant right now. You could tell that FaZe, they want to secure it, but not going to happen this time. Rain going down, and now it's a 2-on-2, and this is from a 2-on-4.
I'm so confused why Rain is on top of the box, and he has 2 full HP players that aren't covering him. There's a smoke on Olaf as well he could have put down towards CT spawn. Seems like a lot of miscommunication from FaZe in some of these rounds.
Nobody able to stop the bomb plant. This 2-on-2 means everything right now. FaZe, if they win it, you're right. They could bounce back in the game. They could suddenly end up with a decent first half. If they don't, could imagine Heroic are going to be celebrating that quite a bit. Asilian sneaking in. Is he going to be able to spot out Nico? No, he gets spotted already, and Asilian getting a kill. He's doing really good in this round. Triple for him right now. It's Olaf alone in the back, 1 versus 2, and they're right on top of him. Asilian going to be going down, and Mertz waiting, unable to refrag that, and now so much time has passed. Olaf can just play the waiting game. He's going to lose, but it doesn't even matter. Time has run out. Good hold from Olaf Meister, in spite of everything. They almost turned that 2-on-4, but FaZe are going to be able to win it.
I was going to say, you can't feel too good about that win if you're FaZe. That was a massive advantage in your favor that you almost let slip out of your hands. I'm not sure if maybe FaZe has some kind of... They seem to be like really running out of utility right at the home stretch. They get these bomb sites, right? But they don't have the smokes and the flashbangs to secure it well enough to go for a plant. And that time, it's Heroic in the 2-on-4, just bombing flashbangs into that A bomb site, allowing the CT player to peek in and pick players off and make it easy. And now aggression from FaZe, but Heroic's ready for it, and Mertz has a double. Guardians involved there for your pleasure. But the defense is dominating and suffocating once again in this 13th round.
High stakes position when you're playing close with the AWP like that. If you miss that shot, I mean, you could fall back into shadows, but
yeah,
you maybe don't want to do that either. He does go down. Nico just managed to creep in that kill with the Galil. It's 2-on-3. Bomb is up there, so someone has to go and pick it up eventually. Because Rain is kind of low on health, hard for him to get into the fight. Leave it up to Nico maybe to try and open this up.
I'm wondering if they realize where that bomb dropped, that it could be salvaged. Nico is just kind of counting down the timer. Here's a flashbang, and is he going to be this bold with the bomb? He's going to wait for his teammate to come to him. Op is going to be on the ground if he wants to go for a pick at some point. All the meanwhile, Asilian is pushing up mid. Now, there's been so much time in the round that FaZe, Rain, and Nico can afford to be patient and look for this. But if he doesn't go all the way to T-spawn, if he just sits here in these halls, it's almost checkmate. They've got great positioning. Asilian in halls, they've got Madi up on the balcony as well. Freiburg and CT spawn. This is going to be a tough round to win.
Especially because if they had a Molotov to get rid of Modi, that would make things a lot easier. But the way that it is, they have to commit so far into it that Freiburg might be able to get the refrag almost immediately. Smokers up in front, and that's pretty much a round. Modi with a great follow-up headshot. Good to see him back in it. He was obviously out for a while for family reasons and was having a bit of a struggle there, which is very hard to witness, I think, on social media. But it's great to see him back into it. I've been so impressed with Modi for really a long time. I think I've done this speech before, but just in the beginning of Global Offensive, he was, compared to his legend status in 1.6, it was a little bit disappointing in Global Offensive, but now I feel like he's made up for it.
He's looked good in this lineup at times, and he does some very, very good things for that. Nice sequence in that round for him, getting those final 2 kills. He's got 9 kills and 9 deaths. It's S-Tag obviously leading the way. He had a bit of a heat check a few rounds back that kind of failed, and he was 17-4 at one point. Now he's 19-6, so still keeping up pretty decent pace, but I mean, he's really kind of set the tone for this Heroic side throughout this half. And FaZe, that's a very harsh reset losing that round. They're gonna force up into this. CZs, Deagles, armor, whatever utility you can spare, but they've got no money after this. So essentially this round could, I mean, if Heroic wins this, it could easily just be 2 rounds.
It's Nico with the Deagle though. You know what that means. It's always gonna be exciting.
Le headshots.
It's what we're here for, Moses. It's what we love. Rain will open it up instead. That's C75, and you could tell that Nico's looking for it. He got the chance there, but Guardian is going to steal it away. Modi trying to creep back around the corner. Somehow, the pistols are working way better than the rifles.
It's just the classic, isn't it? You're just getting dumpstered on your gun rounds in this half, and then you bust out CZs and the Deagles, and you get a couple very free, very clean, easy entries. I'm actually surprised at how easily, in multiple rounds, FaZe has been able to get someone boosted into that window room so quickly. Big flank from Asilian, needs more if they want a chance to get back into this. And at the moment, he's going to at least apply some pressure and see if FaZe makes a mistake. But a victory is still feeling a little bit out of reach for Heroic.
Yeah, Asilian somehow bounces into the site, but Guardian will shut it down, taking down Freiburg, and I think Rain got Asilian, so ultimately they're going to be able to secure it. That's a 5th round. I think we've reached the point now where FaZe, they're not going to be happy about this first half just because they won the pistol and like they had a chance to get way more, but it's enough. Like they can make this work.
Yeah, certainly. I mean, that's always been the strength, even as ugly at times as their T-sides have looked. You know, you give them their 4 or 5 rounds, and that's enough for them to handle switching sides. There we go. This will be fun. Pistols now on the side of Heroic, despite a great streak. Running out of cash right here at the finish line. And Rain starting to warm up into the game. Quick headshot onto Asilian, and I think that was the only rifle for Heroic, or SMG even.
And even if you get really far behind in your phase, you can always push that button, Moses, and call in a 40 bomb for Nico if you really really need to, you know.
Listen, this whole team thing isn't working out. Nico, would you please just win?
Yeah.
Thanks.
Just we'll skip past plan A, B, C, and D and just just go straight for it.
Well, 6 is going to look very nice for this FaZe team. If they're able to close this out. Small stack towards the B bomb site. Gamble for Heroic, and it looks like it might pay off to at least allow them an opportunity. Split up catwalk and these B holes. Oh, 2 quick kills with the Deagles.
My God, that first bullet hit 2 indeed. Guardian gets 1 in return. That's a good job, but Freiburg, he can't really stand up to that AK-47, and now down on the ground, it's Mertz alone, and they're all around him. He's going to miss that opportunity. He needed to get that kill almost immediately. He will pick it up, but there are more people there. Stops with the AWP, but he's so low on health. Just 1 bullet, and he's going to be gone. The backup is finally going to arrive a little bit late, maybe. Modi. Oh, no, he misses the chance, and I think that's it. Nico to take the last 2 kills. That's so close. We'll check in with Stunner. What an exciting end to the half.
Absolutely. Like, the exciting ends, they just never end around here, do they, Anders? Look, check this out. I mean, they're cool as a cucumber, and it looks like FaZe, they're not even withered by this. They're still smiling. They're still all happy and joyful over there. And obviously, they're coming back into this game. Now, Heroic can't count these guys out yet either. They started really strong. And I guess on top of that, I guess I could add that, well, FaZe and Optic are getting set up for their match coming up after this one. So what do you guys got? What are your take on this?
I think we're going to have to see another great half out of S-Tag. I think he's, I mean, didn't really fade in that half after that great start. It's, what, 16, 17, and 4?
Yeah.
He's 20-8 at the moment, but, I mean, a lot of talk about Mertz in the pregame and his opping in our discussions, and it was S-Tag who's blowing everyone's socks off.
Absolutely. I mean, 20 kills in a half is pretty good. That's all right.
You also do have to say, I mean, FaZe win 5 of the last 8 rounds of that half, and for as much as they were just getting beaten up early on by Heroic, I mean, as bad as a half as that looked for FaZe, that 6 is an amazing thing to walk away with.
Absolutely. They turned it around nicely, and part of the beat-up that they took early on was, you know, sort of also based on the economy, right? So there is definitely some highlights to look for FaZe there. Now we'll see if Heroic can start off with a big pistol win. Modi making a lot of noise down here in the underground. That's going to be heard by Kerrigan. There are 3 people here for the FaZe side to hold off this incoming push. 4 people running through the hallways. All of that flashbang works, and he's going to go down. Asilian with the follow-up kill, taking down Kerrigan. And Nico in so much trouble. No reload yet. He's going to be dropped as well. What an opening. They actually run into the stack and don't even care.
Not at all. You're exactly right. 3 players there initially for FaZe. They got nothing done. Hard angle for Olaf, obviously, and a clean sweep. All 5 players of Heroic survive. 10-6. All right, then. That's a way to make a statement to open up the second half.
I'd love to know where that flashbang was coming from, if it was meant for something else, because it looked like it was a little bit far away, but it was just enough. So, job well done.
He would have gotten that kill quicker if he wasn't using burst fire. We'll say that.
I don't trust burst fire at all in global offensive ever, and I actively distrust anyone who can make it work. I feel like something wrong with those people.
All right.
So, upgraded armor and upgraded pistols, and the 1 HE on Carrigan. Don't know about that one, but we'll give him a pass.
You would have liked the flashbang, wouldn't you?
Yes.
Maybe he's thinking some of these deagles or maybe a dink from the CZ. He'll tack someone up. Olaf is a sneaky position. There's some great damage. There's the cleanup kill. One more Asilian jumping in the air. Done about half HP. Nico's going to peek next, but great awareness. 16 and 5 for Asilian. I didn't even notice that. He's having a great game as well.
Yeah, one of those players that I think was tried in some of the earlier sort of highlight teams in Denmark that looked like they could have made it, and then I feel like maybe he was tested too early in his career.
Okay.
So he kind of had to go and dip into some other teams, and I don't know. I think he's making it back now. He's had like a couple of more years on his back, and
Yeah.
I kind of like that. It's good. It's good.
Nice blue collar Counter-Strike player paying his dues, coming up in the
Exactly.
world.
Yeah, don't want to skip ahead. Want to make sure. I mean, especially as a young player, right? So it's good to see him sticking to it.
Springsteen's going to write a song about him. Everything's going to be great.
I look forward to it. Mertz will get the kill on Rain, running around with the MAC-10. It's not exactly AWPing, is it? But I guess if it works.
Yeah, whatever works. And Kerrigan and Guardian just going to bail out. 6 to 10. Now, it's not time for panic just yet, but that fourth round is going to have massive implications on how free they're going to feel to be able to take some risks and everything along those lines with their money building up the way it is. Guardian will have that AWP, as you can see, hasn't purchased anything. Heroic taking a lead down the stretch here and should be able to build upon that as well.
Yeah, this is rough right now. Could easily be 12-6 by the time FaZe can have a real response. At that point, if you're heroic, you don't need that many good calls, right? Get that A execute one time where they're focused on mid or something, and things are looking pretty good.
Do you think Heroic listened to that speech from Miracle, that hockey movie, with Herb Brooks, when he's like, they might beat us 9 out of 10 times, but not tonight.
Yeah,
Not this night.
that's a really good one.
Yeah.
I think that's the mentality you've got to have, right? You playing your best of one, you should think like that. And the firepower, I mean, it helps when one of your teammates takes 20 kills in one half. Then you're like, okay, well, guess this is doable then.
Yeah, you're right. You can't really overstate that. That is a great, especially an AWPer on Mirage. A beautiful, beautiful thing to have, and he's put him in a great position to actually steal this map away. Well, maybe not steal, but certainly upset Freiburg in good position in connector. The rest of his team coming up A, and marshal his troops forward, let him know he doesn't see anything. But meanwhile, there's a bunch of blue dots encircling this bomb site at the moment, so perhaps a little bit of danger. Kerrigan with the opening kill with the CZ, and Mertz now kind of stuck between a rock and a hard place, and he's got nowhere to go.
That looks so awkward. Oh no. He's going to be going down, and now it's on Modi and S-Tag to try and bring it back, and they're doing a remarkable job. That could have been a very quick loss there for Heroic. Instead now, bomb is down, and they're going to transition all the way to CT spawn, so a little bit upsetting for FaZe. I feel like well, I don't know if they had the round, but they had a good lead, and it disappeared in like 3 seconds.
Yeah, I mean, a great job by Heroic to at least manage, one half. The reason that was so deadly is because they were pinched from, connector and towards, ticket booth. And once you clear out the ticket booth, it's a little bit smoother sailing from there. Even this flank can do some damage, but no time to really get a defuse. Good damage on the Modi. Guardian just looking for some kind of a gun to bring away, even if it's just a UMP. Never know, might be able to pass that off to Nico if he wants to use it, or Kerrigan to use it to buy up some extra utility. So a small detail if he's able to even just grab one of those, although he is close by. Here he goes. Finds nothing.
Unable. Instead, picking up the AWP in this round, 12-6 now. This is going to be the really big test if FaZe wants to bring some sort of comeback. We've seen that so many times from this this team on the CT side. I mean, there are some maps they do it better than others, but I think this could still be done. I wouldn't celebrate too early if I was Heroic.
Oh, hell no, Heroic. They know better than anyone that it's not over quite yet.
Oh, we're going to see the Molotov for the triple box. That means Rain is going to have a hard time falling back if he wants to. It's not going to land on him. I think it's going to land a little bit further back, but it might still be very annoying.
I think Rain's going to just say, screw it, I'll stand on the bomb site and hold my ground. We'll see his decision to make, because if they do throw these over, he'll at least have a decent amount of time before they come up that ramp. So, yeah, he is just going to stay here, hiding into the corner. The tough part is he won't really have any teammates. Nico going down in towards connector. He's going to be entirely smoked off. They don't check range. They don't clear that spot, but he misses everything.
He needed to get that kill. Modi is allowed to live for some odd reason. And in fact, the Molotov was landing on the stairwell instead. That's the spray from Nico, taking down S-Tag. They're in connector kind of stuck. They need to find a way through. Asilian holding the line right now. Actually, two of them. So now that they've taken down Asilian, they don't know about Freiburg. That's a really big play coming out there. Just not realizing two of them are going to be in jungle. Olafmeister with a quick return, taking down Freiburg. It's still a 2-on-2, but the bomb is already planted. And now Muddy is there taking down Olaf. They just keep being in jungle, and FaZe just not really aware of it. Mertz, you could see for a minute thinking that was a player maybe, and Carrigan has to back off. That's going to make it 13-6, and Heroic will pick up the round. That was just a good round for Heroic.
It really was. I mean, obviously the benefit, Rain missing that first kill, if he's able to get that one, Chris might be able to transfer onto his second one, but you're exactly right. Just the number of players in jungle had to be so confusing. I mean, Asilian comes and pairs up with Freiburg, and he's no, hell no, dude, get out of my spot. And just go die, baits him a little bit. It's brilliant play. Even if
brilliant bait.
Yeah.
You know,
even if it was just like, improv, it's a really smart play to make in the spur of the moment.
You know, the current legendary coach of MIBR once said, "There's a fine line between teamwork and baiting."
Yeah.
It's a Yanko quote right there, and it's true.
That is a Yanko quote. That does sound like Yanko.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A little bit pessimistic, a little bit.
There's probably a few more colorful words thrown in there, but
Yeah, I cleaned it up for the broadcast.
Timeout for Heroic after winning a round, taking a 7-round lead. It is 13-6 in the favor of the underdogs. And taking that timeout likely just say, all right, everyone, calm down. We've all been here before. Let's not throw it away. Everyone play your game and stay focused. Nico's Deagle, we haven't really seen the heroics and the magic out of it just yet. He spotted Freiburg in mid, and Freiburg realizes it, and he's going to back away slowly.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to fight Nico's Deagle either at really any point in the game. Nice opening from Modis. He's the second player. Yeah, he knew he had him trapped. That's a really, really smart play.
He is so focused at the moment.
Nothing left to fight for here for Carrigan and Olafmeister. They've got that rifle to save, and they should probably just focus on that part of it. So 14-6.
Bloody hell.
What's going on, Moses?
I don't know, this is a wild ride.
Where's that 87 and 13?
It's not looking good at the moment, is it? Astounding performance from Heroic, as you mentioned. I mean, and that's the crazy thing is, yeah, S-Tag obviously has a monster game going on right now. Asilian's great. Monty's been doing good on this T side. I think I'm just more impressed with how some of the decisions and strategically some of the ways Heroic is playing is very, very cool to watch. Some of the aggression they had on the CT side, and now coming over here the way they're working together. There's been some small mistakes here and there, but it's FaZe who don't look sharp in any way.
No, they really don't. And I mean, at least my reasoning for why I thought FaZe was gonna be a bit of a monster team in this tournament is really that extra incentive, right? So if anyone was not gonna have a slow start, I would have expected it to be FaZe right now. So
yeah,
but I mean, could it be that they've said, listen, in this early group stage, the team that we have to worry about is not really going to be Heroic. Like we'll just straight up overpower them, and that's it.
Yeah, perhaps. Maybe a little bit of overconfidence in themselves. That was supposed to be a split towards the B bomb site. I think Freiburg called the same strategy that they just ran in the previous round. Madi again going to bail him out with a nice entry and get into the bomb site, but he's been tagged, and he almost looks like he wants to stay on the hunt. Olaf going to be blind, having to back away, and a flank going to start coming in as well. So Heroic do not have a lot of time to set up for the post plant.
He stood on Carrigan's face to get that kill. That's the ultimate measure of disrespect right there, as Mertz is going to be taking down Nico. Olafmeister with the return, taking S-Tag. It's still a 3-on-3, but the bomb is planted, and it's now or never for FaZe. This has to be a turnaround right now. Rain a little bit close. Modi spraying on it. He could have got the double. Still an excellent round for Modi. Yet again, he's really come alive here on the T side. And now it's a 1-on-2. Mertz getting the kill, and Olafmeister down on the low ground. Going to get the headshot. He barely almost made it past. Going to pick up the kit and run back for the defuse. Wait, he can't see the bomb. Oh my god, the corpse was in the way. That could have got very bad indeed, but he's going to have the time for it. And that will be a 14-7 scoreline. My God, what a round.
So many close calls there. What was that? Madi pushing through the smoke to wrap around those players and Market, almost able to get a double kill out of that one. Range is barely able to turn in time. The follow-up kill as well is wonderful. And Mertz even still putting himself in great position. That was a battle for that round. And FaZe, again, they win with only one player surviving. Money is not good. They cannot afford to get reset here. That would surely be the end of their dreams of a comeback. They've already had one upset in this tournament when Ghost Gaming defeated Na'Vi in overtime. Looks like Heroic is going to get to add on to it.
Molotov instead of the smoke again for the top of stairwell, so a bit of a mix-up there. Guardian going to win the fight against Modi, no problem. But it's drawn 3 people this way, which means B is a little bit open. If Carrigan can get 1 kill, it's going to be fine. But if he goes down and DD's going to do it, just keep spraying, and that's the end of the round.
You know, I'm not going to lie to you. I mean, you understand the idea, but that's a little bit of a wild fake, I think. I think it's a little bit too early in the day for Heroic to be relying on those fakes. Just one player committed to that A bomb site without any kills. It's not going to pull anyone off. Not going to force any rotations at this level. And Carrigan, just a couple of freebies. More importantly, throwing a fake at this junction in the game allows FaZe, since they've shut it down hard, to survive with 5 players if possible. And even if it's 4, they build up a lot of cash. Good kill from Astillion. 2 players inside the bomb site. Mertz still alive as well at top mid. But he's going to have to hustle and move forward if he wants to get involved and try and win this round.
It would be great if they could put some more damage on the FaZe economy. Just leave them outside of the realm where they have all the grenades, all the Molotovs. You don't really want to give them that benefit to make a comeback. So if you can get 2 more kills in this one, it's going to make a big difference. 20 seconds now. Mertz still sticking around, and
That's a safe call.
yeah, it's a safe call, isn't it?
Can't blame him either. No more mistakes coming from FaZe to push up and try and find those kills. So 14-8, and Heroic missed an opportunity to have a back-breaking reset. We'll have one more chance at finding their 15th round before they too will be back onto pistols. But FaZe really just barely treading water here.
Yeah, it's way too close for comfort. 14-8. They've been, I guess they found a little bit of a life raft now, just in the fact that they have some sort of economy. But you're right, they're looking a bit shaky early on. I want to see them try and get back in the game as best they can.
I don't think they've even taken a timeout yet, FaZe, have they? It's been two for Heroic now. This is their second. So
they just don't care.
Yeah, apparently not worried whatsoever.
Carrigan is keeping it. It's fine. We're within the I think the margin of error is the term, right?
Yeah.
Like, it's fine.
Yeah. Maybe he was going to call a timeout and then Heroic called it, and he was like, all right, fair play.
Could well be. Speaking of Carrigan, he's got 5 and 17.
He's had a very rough game. I think he ended the first half with 2 frags. He hasn't been able to find a whole lot of success.
So we hate to single players out, of course, but we do it all the time anyway, so.
Sometimes you have to, you know?
Sometimes you have to.
Nico. Ooh, that's great damage done.
Wow.
Utility usage and spam right through towards the top of Catwalk. That's not going to slow him down. S-Tag has already led the way in towards Connector. It's Astillion who's paired up with them. He didn't slow down at all. So there's some dedication to the strategy. 1 HP. He'll be the bait coming through the... But if he almost got that good recovery from Nico to finish it off, but allows S-Tag to get the trade. This is going to weaken the A defense, but they're looking for the response from Catwalk, and Guardian gets baited out by the jump.
Yeah. Shot that Mertz could not afford to lose. My God, Rain turning it around. A quick triple, taking down Mertz, S-Tag, and Freiburg. Unbelievable, and now it's just Modi wondering what is going on. They had that round. That was on lockdown. But one Norwegian player in the corner is all you need, Moses.
Yeah, how many times have we seen Rain pull that off inside the A bomb site? Precision coming over as well. Top stairs goes down and then comes back to clean up the remaining player up A ramp. But it's important to note as well, Nico, that early damage, look at, I mean, all the assists that came out. It was Nico with an assist there in that Rain sequence. Guardian as well. He had some low HP players to work with. Now they were all headshots anyway, so that still looks pretty.
Yeah, I mean, he did a lot, right? The timing of the grenade with the spam for the smoke was really, really good.
This is what you got to watch out for, though. If your Heroic started to reach a little bit into their playbook, they had that fake a few rounds back. This one is like a cheeky little timing of Connector through the smoke, trying to pitch into that A bomb site very quickly. We'll see what they come out with next. I think at this point as well, FaZe is content to just play retake, allow the plant to go down, because they haven't been able to get a great economy, even despite some of these wins. A couple players are really hurting for their money. Nico goes down.
They're both trapped in sandwich right now. That's not going to work out well. Here come the Molotovs, and yeah, I mean, fair play. They couldn't really have done much anyway, but they managed to get a couple of kills in. They get the bomb plant down for the extra money. Guardian gets a triple kill. I keep forgetting that's going to happen, was that defuse.
What happens if we're at the major and it's like the most epic 1 versus 4 ever, and that little party sound goes off?
Yeah, can we disable it for the major? I actually think that's a good... That's actually... That might be a problem.
Keep it on the Zeus, though.
Oh, yeah. You definitely want that.
14-10. Heroic have taken a couple timeouts to try and stem or prevent the bleeding, and it hasn't worked just yet. Guardian with an op inside that A bomb site, going to rotate off and play passively, but look at the stack from FaZe. Really trying to read where this is going, and it's looking like it's going to work. It's looking like it's shaping up to be a split towards the B bomb site. 3 players in halls. Rain and Olaf to watch catwalk. Here it comes. Madi has the corner. Kerrigan just trying to survive, and that should be an easy kill, but he can't get it. Freiburg comes down, and Olaf, a lot to do still.
Nico who executes Sicilian, and somehow those 2 kills have brought it back in the realm of possibilities. Mertz though going to be taking down Guardian. That is such a quick reaction shot. And now 2 on 3. I can't believe that Freiburg won that fight jumping out of the window. That should have been a loss. They're boosting on the other side, and let's see if Mertz is going to be scoped in far enough. He sees just the boot, and that's enough. Now they know. They know where both are, otherwise that boost can't happen. Mertz going to get the kill on Nico, and this is pretty much it. Going to be map. Or at least, well, game round here, I believe. Olaf trying to sneak in, trying to see if he can get close enough. Does catch one off guard, but again, the bomb is so far gone already. He has to escape. 15-10 here in favor of Heroic. And what a big game this is for Heroic. Early on in the tournament against one of the really big teams in it. And they might be taking a map here.
Yeah, even preventing Olaf from grabbing that AWP right at the end. Nicely done from Mertz, holding the line. Guardian getting a little cheeky with this one, and a couple nice frags from Mertz down the stretch. He's been great on this T side once they've gotten into bomb sites, and he's able to just hold some angles far back, be patient with it, not forced into making any kind of a crazy decision. He's been solid. That's what you got to hope for out of the op.
Yeah, I feel like we're seeing fewer flashy kills coming out of him, but in trade for that, you get more consistency, which you take that any day of the week, right?
I mean, I personally wouldn't. Always different philosophies on what kind of an opera you want.
You want.
I want calm and consistent. You know, I want those.
Yeah, that's what I'm
just
saying.
give me those 12 frags in the post plants. I'll take that all day.
That's what I meant. I didn't mean the flashy ones.
I know. I'm just saying there are probably some teams, obviously, and players and leaders who would rather have the flashy stuff. You know, the flashy kind of opening or whatever it might be.
So I don't care if you only get a kill every 5th round, as long as it's a good one. As long as
It's the important one.
Yeah, the sponsors love that. Oh man. Well, round number 26, and FaZe now need 5 in a row to get the comeback. It doesn't sound that unlikely when you say it out loud. It's just that the money right now in this round is not that great. If they can win this one, force Heroic back on some sort of eco, then we're talking.
Yeah, they've got themselves within striking distance, certainly. Need the rebuttal here. This time, no stack towards the B bomb site. It's crazy to think they did read the play that was coming from Heroic in that previous round, just weren't able to stop it. Now they're playing much more standard 2-1-2, and Nico is aware of the possibility. Hasn't seen anything yet, but he's on the hunt. Madi on the other side of the smoke, and there's Nico going to get an easy kill. Not even going to spend the time to swap out to the AK. He's going to back away slowly.
Man, he turned around so quickly that actually shocked me a little bit. I was getting worried. That's a headshot and a half there. Taking down Guardian, who was even scoped up now. Rain, he's done it before. Can he do it again? Bounce this out. Fire on top of him. He's going to get the 1 kill, but he runs out of bullets. And Nico will still take down S-Tag. It's the 2-on-3. Very doable right now for FaZe. They just need to think about the retake. Freiburg having a bit of an engagement there towards CT spawn, but they are so low on health. Couple of bullets, and it should be round number 11 here. Flashbang is in. They don't really want to wait on the bomb side. Want to see if they can apply just a bit of pressure and diffuse that force coming in from CT spawn. Freiburg gets 1, but the immediate return and all on Mertz. He is 1 bullet away from death. Seems almost impossible that this should happen. Gonna get the headshot on Kerrigan, and now Nico coming in for it. He's got the triple, looking for the quad, and he's gonna get the instant headshot. Very well done. Defuse coming in with the kit as well, and it will be 15-11.
It felt like Guardian just fell asleep at the wheels there, didn't it? It felt like he had like that half second to take the shot. Normally you see him, you know, taking that fast shot and finding it, but, you know, he just gets eliminated. Yeah, Nico just bailed out. He didn't want anything to do with that AK-47, even though it's an upgrade. He just wanted to get out. Very nice job playing with Olaf Meister on the retake, ensuring the trade, ensuring the victory, keeping FaZe alive. Plant gives Heroic some money, not enough to buy here. It's going to help out massively in that next round. As Heroic, they've only won 1 of the last 6 rounds. So their losing bonus gets reset in a big way.
Pistols now. And I guess we'll see if they could come up with something to end this with. If you're Heroic now and it goes into overtime, you might start to feel like we kind of gave up our window to win this game. Like now we've let them back in. It's gonna get scary.
This is about that point where you start feeling the weight coming back on. And I like this call to just not buy anything in this round for Heroic. I think Freiburg has a P250. That's it. No utility. And just playing it passively and just, you know, probably using this as almost a mini timeout. Just being like, listen, guys, everyone just chill. Here's what we're going to do in the next round. Because I think they still have 1 more to play with as well if they want to get more in depth later on. So using this map fashion is going to help Nico out in the open. They're going to find 3 kills pretty quick. Rain's stepping in for some bonus money. Bombs on the floor, and it's going to stay there. 12-15 as FaZe get it just a bit closer.
Good stuff. And as you said, the full-on eco meant they could buy a lot in this round. AWP on Mertz yet again. And we'll see. Again, 1 opening, 1 good starting kill in one of these rounds, and Heroic might be able to have a bit of an upset here. And again, given the Grand Slam situation for FaZe, that'd be very frustrating if they had to play the loser game already in the group. Don't want that.
No, not at all. Stag going to lead the way back to this B split. This is the last round they won over towards this B bomb site. Olaf's here, a lot of utility in his hands. He gets caught out. It's Stag to turn the corner. Didn't even have any utility to waste his time with, and now all the pressure on Kerrigan and Guardian.
What a ridiculous shot from Guardian, looking for more and taking down S-Tag. And Kerrigan dropping the bomb. Mertz gets 1 in return, but they need to continue here. He has to get the bomb plant down. His teammate is in the middle of Cillian, and he's going to lose the fight to Nico, so he needed to win that. If he had done that, maybe it would have worked out. Guardian to take down Mertz. But even if not, that would have been a very, very hard one for Mertz to win. Nicely done. 15-13 here, and it's looking good right now. Heroic are kind of running out of money every other round. This could really happen. Look at this shot.
Yeah, that's beautiful, and this is even an even better find as he's getting tagged, taking that extra step. And S-Tag's got to be frustrated, just being like, please just do the full peek. I'm ready for it. This is a round, unfortunately, for Heroic they can't really fight for. They do have some upgraded pistols, but they need to save every penny, every dollar into the 30th. 1 last chance to prevent overtime and complete the upset.
Looks like they want to crunch middle with the flashbang that Cillian is holding, so see if he can maybe put that out, maybe have a good time of it. It's not exactly clear how it's going to work out, but we'll see if they catch anybody. Probably hoping maybe that somebody went for a peek towards Muddy or Freiburg or something up there, but none of that's really happening, and I like the fact that FaZe aren't playing this aggressively.
No, I think even they're a little bit shocked that they're in this game still, and they're just saying, well, let's not do anything crazy.
Okay.
Ooh.
No problems there.
Yeah, that's not bad at all. Nico just shutting them down. Still going to try and force their way up connector, but I think Olaf and Nico, this crossfire is going to be nasty. They don't make any progress whatsoever, and Olaf gets closer. Spots one out in connector. Nico takes that away from him, and Olaf's rewarded with the final kill, but 14-15, all down to this 1 last round.
Nico up to 23 kills, and he actually was a little bit low on the scoreboard in the first half. So maybe they pressed that button modus. Maybe they said, listen, you know.
You might as well use it, right? Like, if you have the button. The Nico win us a game button.
Yeah, it's a good little power tool to have.
Rain's done some nice heroics in that A bomb site with the M4 holding on as the anchor. Guardians had some good sequences as well. None of it matters, though. It's all on this 1 round. This 1 opportunity for Heroic to shut it down, walk away with a win.
Going the full distance here already in the group stage. What an exciting way to start the first day.
And I think FaZe has the idea. They have Olaf you know, in window room, but he went through ladder room. Rain is in ladder room. Kerrigan over at the B bomb site, so they do have a little bit of a lean towards that B side. I think they're saying the only round that Heroic has won in quite some time was that split, and they gone back to it and we shut it down. And certainly you got to be thinking, you know, FaZe saying Heroic's going to go to something that's had success in the past. They're going to go to something that they think they can rely on. And being set up for that. At the moment, Heroic is looking like they're going to do a heavy mid presence. 3 players here, 4th to support farther back. But they can kind of pick and choose from there, and that was a weak run jump.
Yeah.
I didn't like that. He probably felt very uncomfortable with that hang time.
That, I mean, good luck. It's a good job that no one was there, but if someone had been there, that could have probably been the immediate death of Zillion. 40 seconds now on the clock as they are finally getting a bit of control. See if they can stop Rain. One good flashbang here could definitely do a lot. He turns around for it. Gonna pick up the kill. Mora coming. That's a shot and a half from Mertz. And now left on the bomb side, Kerrigan alone. He needs some backup quickly. Olofmeister is actually right behind, could do something. Kerrigan's been here a lot. It's been a position that he's played 2 or 3 times already. Let's see if they check it. Olive with great timing. Kerrigan coming into it. Definitely smells like overtime as the bomb is down with 14 seconds and S-Tag. 1 on 3. He can't even do it. He doesn't have the time for it. Headshot's good and all, but all they have to do is simply wait, and he's going to run out of time. Nico with the headshot. 15-15. And we are going to go to overtime.
What a nice setup from FaZe. That position from Olaf to go through and just get down. Because S-Tag was saying, I have the flank. They cannot get up catwalk. I have it. I'm in middle. Don't have to worry about it. And Olaf, they had no idea he was still in winter room. Able to jump up and be quiet about it. Catch Mertz off with the AWP. Allows the rotations to come in. And we talk about it all the time. This has not been a good-looking game from FaZe. But the best teams in the world find ways to win on their off days. And FaZe have put themselves in a position to do just that.
Yeah, a bit of a rude awakening here for FaZe, just probably thinking about the end of the tournament. You know, in the beginning, is like, we gotta get all the way to that semi and grand finals, and oh wait, it's still the group stage, and we're getting wrecked a little bit. But now they're back, and like I said, if it goes to overtime, I really think Heroic, the weight is going to be on them. They're going to feel that suddenly, my God, Nico's starting to wake up. That's never a good thing. Now they have all the economy in the world here on the FaZe side. This is going to get a little bit tough for Heroic. I feel like some of those A pushes they've had success at getting the bomb down at least, Heroic.
This is the big like head scratching thing. Actually, hold the thought. Mert's going to go for a pick. Timing pop flash as that smoke clears. Guardian's got the angle for the moment. Smoke going to come down. Wants to delay a little bit longer. Yeah, this is the question, because I mentioned it at one point during that first half. Heroic, to me it seemed they were going way deep into the detailed strats super early on that T side. So now you got to say, if they started kind of reaching out for the fakes, started reaching out for the cheeky time, like the cheese timings, what else can they? Do they have anything else they can pull out? And really anything they did towards the end of that half didn't work. So you got to be second guessing things if you're Heroic. It wasn't money issues they ran into; it was just that nothing was working.
I'm not sure that this is going to work either. They're doing an A execute on a bomb site where 4 people are holding. These grenades had better be damn good, otherwise it's not going to work out. Rain already shutting down 2. Could have been a 3rd. Guardian there, pushed up through the smoke, gets a quick double. And that was a quick shutdown. S-Tag doing the best that he can, but it is not going to be enough. And
FaZe have had these rounds read. Even going back like 4 rounds into regulation, FaZe has known everything that's coming at him from Heroic. I mean, as soon as the nades came over the wall from Heroic in this round, nades and Molotov was being thrown towards A ramp, and 2 players just got chipped down so quickly. Heroic in a very tough spot, not able to figure it out. This FaZe defense has locked down Mirage.
Yeah, it has. Ooh, Guardian. Did he get spotted then? The smoke failed in the window. Might be an opportunity for somebody. S-Tag going to be taking down Nico. Bit of a fight there as Modi goes down. That's a great kill. Mertz waiting on the side. Smoke is going to fade, and Rain will drop immediately. Guardian actually jumping out the window with the AWP. He needed that kill, and he's going to miss the second chance as well. 3 on 4. Heroic maybe with their best chance to win one of these rifle rounds in the last, what, like 7 or 8 rounds now? Kerrigan and Olofmeister 2 on 3. The bomb is down, and Mertz doing a great job in this round. Double for him, leaving Olofmeister 1 versus 3. And there is absolutely no reason Heroic should lose this round. They've got a perfect triangular setup. S-Tag will take him down to the end, and Heroic make it 16-16.
There we are, finally on the board. Yeah, you're right. That's only their second round of 12, I believe.
Wow.
Which is not ideal, obviously, but sometimes, I mean, with the way they played the first half, maybe that one will be all they needed. They loved that double op setup, so that'll be costly in overtime, but still, they'd love to have this final round of this first half of OT. That was a very fast-paced play, and we've been seeing that at Heroic as it kind of went on. A lot of their plays were not kind of slowed down in default. That time, it was a little bit slow, looking for a pick here and there, but they really went for it once they called it out. Still smiles on Nico's face as this final timeout of Heroic comes to an end.
Got a bit of mood music going on, Moses. Feels like we're heading into another war.
Yeah. Real bloody war.
Oh, I miss that so much.
No, it's a good meme. I'm really nostalgic today for some reason.
Listen, it's been a while since we've seen some high-level Counter-Strike. I feel like it's about time.
Yeah, it's been 3 weeks.
That's a long time in the Counter-Strike schedule. It's like it was a couple of years another esports title. Cillian just marking his territory, top middle. Rain, Guardian, and Nico on the A side of the map. They have a little bit of an aggressive setup down here in the middle, and they haven't seen anyone yet. At all, in fact.
Yeah, all quiet across the map. Tough part about this for Heroic is think about what just happened in, 2 rounds ago when they were quiet and then hit that A bomb site, and then all of a sudden they're just met with utility. If you don't have any presence whatsoever, FaZe is just going to save. They're going to be more than happy to save these 3 Molotovs, save these HE grenades and smokes, until it's going to hurt you so much when they finally decide to use it.
Molotov at that position that Karrigan's been playing in a lot. They're really hoping that they could just get a free kill on him. And now look at the rotation. Guardian is starting to get over here, which, I mean, he's been phenomenal in this position. You want to make sure that he doesn't get any easy kills. He's looking right into the smoke, wondering if he can maybe catch someone. 28 seconds. Cillian in the middle, hoping that he can have a big presence and stop any kind of rotation. Smokers are gone, and Guardian, he gets that kill every single time. Olofmeister with a shot on Modi, and it's just falling apart right now for Heroic. Big double call off Meister, and Guardian gonna take that kill on S-Tag. Heroic, strange round.
I mean, that was just so telegraphed. FaZe knew exactly what was happening. I mean, they were quiet across the map, and then a little bit of utility used towards the B bomb site. Immediately a heavy rotation. Guardian gets over. You have Olaf on catwalk, and that's where Heroic decides to end up. So pretty easy round, all things considered. For FaZe, they take that first OT 2-1 on the CT side. They're going to switch over now, and this is where they had some real nightmares in that first half, was just looking discombobulated on the offense. Have to say, though, I mean, this late into the game, they're seeming a little bit more warmed up as well than they were in that first half.
Yeah, absolutely.
Maybe just playing themselves back into shape. Tough part is they still have that double op they have to get through, which they just really couldn't do in the first half.
See if Heroic could take 2 rounds, 2 or 3 rounds here. That'd be the winning formula. 2 rounds is enough at least to get the secure double overtime. Why does it sound so aggressive when those chairs dive into fire, Moses? It's very dramatic, isn't it?
It is a little bit. I don't really have an answer for you. Guardian in the middle leading the way. Looking for any kind of a peak that's not happening. Even FaZe being a little bit cautious in this round. Which is wise if you consider them thinking back to the first half and knowing you don't want to just go for any kind of a dry peek into a double up setup. That is a recipe for disaster. 3 players rotating back towards A. S-Tag again pushing in towards the edge of Palace, having that deep angle. This looks like it could be a setup for a fake. Guardian and Olaf over in the B halls. Poised and waiting.
It's going to get called really quickly if S-Tag gets this kill on Nico, but if Nico gets the kill instead, then the fake is probably going to work. Again, working out in his favor. Now they're pushing up the ramp, but only 2 people here. See if Modi's going to realize they're making a fair bit of noise. Oh, he missed the opportunity. He's going to go down. Mertz still doing a great job. Double kill for him, and now Cillian down here. Yeah, he's going to have to call it in now. 30 seconds, and now he should definitely know. This is a big tell. Noise on this side. Flashbang not really doing anything. And Guardian getting the kill. Bomb is now being planted, and 2-on-3. This should be the round for Heroic, but I would be a little bit scared. Olofmeister with the headshot, taking down Freiburg. And now it's a 2-on-2 phase somehow. Managed to sneak all the way into the B bomb side, and that's a deep Molotov to keep one back. Olofmeister now taking a slightly aggressive position. And Mertz on the other side. S-Tag has gone down. Olof's are ready, and they win the round. What a turnaround. Unbelievable performance here from FaZe in overtime. That should have not been their round.
I think FaZe there is even just testing the nerve of maybe the inexperienced team, just saying, we're going to go for this fake, even if it's not panning out towards that A bomb site. Kerrigan gets the 1 kill, but a lot of players bid on that fake. And when they finally eliminated the entire danger at the A bomb site, Estilian even kind of just started rotating out of that site, gave Olaf just a little bit of space he needed. But, I mean, he even delivered beyond what I thought he was going to be able to. That second kill onto the player at Market, immediate. Big-time player answering the call in overtime. Heroic are going to be really, really feeling terrible about this game if they cannot bring it into double OT.
Yeah, given the lead that they had, how much they were ahead, probably feel like they deserve it a little bit. S-Tag, he's already legged him, but Guardian going to be able to get the return. And timing looked like that should have been working out in favor of Olofmeister. Cillian was jumping back into the window, but it didn't really matter. So 4-on-4, and Freiburg holding connector. They're scattered all over the map right now, Heroic. No chance for any kind of like return kills or anything.
No, they really aren't. The player who's going to have the first decision to make on this defense is Mertz. Playing right outside Market with that AWP. He's going to have to move over at some point. Rain and Kerrigan working the way up connector. And there's, yeah, you're exactly right. There's nothing that anyone from Heroic can do. It all has to be individual heroics, and Freiburg with the 1 kill might have just done it. He's paused them, at least for the moment.
Yeah, that's such a big kill. Makes it out of the corner as well. 4-on-3, and look at how low Kerrigan and Guardian are. This may be another round for Heroic. That's a good Molotov, and Guardian, it's an easy kill, but there's only 27 seconds. They need to make this work right now, and oh, the timing. That was a friendly flashbang, but Modi still goes down. 21 seconds, and Freiburg revealing himself maybe a bit too early. They know that he's there. Bomb is going to be stopped, but it still leaves Estilian in an awful position. Molotov going to block him off with 10 seconds left. It will be a bomb plant for sure, and they're waiting for him inside a connector. He tries to stop it, but that's going to be it in overtime. 19-16 in favor of FaZe. What a scary way to get started here for the potential Grand Slam winners.
Yeah.
That's so horrifying.
I was going to say, especially if you're going for the Intel Grand Slam, that is not the way you want to start out a tournament. But, you know, as I mentioned earlier, as long as you get the job done, no one's going to remember the score. A very nice comeback, we have to say that. It started out so ugly, but then you started to see some of that phase, some of that scariness come back. You saw Nico stepping it up and winning some clutches. Olaf making those huge impact plays down the stretch. Guardian coming alive with the off. I do have to say, though, on the heroic side of things, I mean, obviously underestimated them a little bit, but I thought S-Tag had a phenomenal game. What was that out of him?
He was very good, right? He ended up at like plus 34,
yeah,
30.
over 30.
Yeah, he's doing a really, really good job. So I guess that's something to look forward to in the future. Right? I mean, they should have closed this game out, but
They should have.
But they played against FaZe, and they're good at comebacks.
Yeah, they really are, and they're going to be a hard team to put down. And I think as well, I mean, a little bit of, you know, strategic. I mentioned a couple times, kind of getting lost in the playbook, not entirely sure what to run, running out of ideas down the stretch of that game as well. But I mean, a team like FaZe can do that because it can be so suffocating when you feel like you've made the right play, but just someone is just too good to really overcome.
We do have the analysts with us as well. So how do you guys like that game? Overtime in the group stage already.
Yikes. Yeah, Heroic are going to be really, really punching themselves, kicking themselves, because, I mean, that looked like the dream underdog best of one win to put you in the winners bracket. I do have, of course, fortunately, my analyst joining me. I am your machine, your host. We do have none other than PIMP and Maniac hanging out with me. Of course, ex-players in their own right, representing the Swiss region and the Danes. This feels weird. I keep wanting to call them French. It's really bad. I'm going to get slapped if I do keep doing it. But, guys, let's get our heads on the game, because FaZe just won what looked like a guaranteed Heroic win. I mean, you were telling me before we started, Maniac, that like they had some seriously strong starts in both halves.
Yeah, absolutely. I think when it comes to the beginning of both sides, Heroic played amazingly. I think they were up 6-1 as CT off the back of this force buy they won. They were also up 5-0 as T. So these starts are really strong. I really liked how they play as CT. They played very aggressive. They had a lot of information, and what it allowed them to build a bank. And basically, even when FaZe won a few rounds as T, then Heroic were still able to run the double op. And Mertz and S-Tag were really good with the op.
Yeah.
They were taking information, taking duels early. So these good starts should have put them on the track to win the game.
What happened? I mean, you know what? I'll tell you what, we can actually get some answers perhaps from a man who was in the server. Olaf Meister's got himself a headset on. Do we have you, Mr. Olaf?
Yo, hello.
Yo,
hello.
yo, yo. So a couple of questions from us. First things first, how sweaty are you right now? That got a little too close for comfort.
We're a little bit rusty, yeah, I'm not gonna lie. We're really sweaty, but we know that we could come back, but yeah, that was too close for us.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I want to know whether or not there was any kind of direct communication. Did you have to like start pulling out some more strats you were planning on saving? I mean, what happened with your game plan? Because it seemed like you guys had poor starts on both halves.
Yeah, I mean, on T side, we
Come on,
didn't
you
do
can tell us. You can
we
tell
didn't do
us.
that good on the anti-eco.
Yeah.
We fucked that one up, and the other runs, I don't know, we stressed a lot because it was our first game for a long time, so it was a little bit rusty in communication, and also one run that kind of, I mean, the server crashed, we had an entry, and then
Yeah, awkward.
we lost that run. That would be a very important run for us, so yeah. But
And
we
just-
know that we have a strong CD side, so.
And just before we continue to talk about the game, a general question we've been asking the players is like, what have you done with your time off? I mean, what have you guys done? We saw you at E-League, you made your comeback. You hadn't had much time to practice. Did you guys dedicate a bit more time to practice, or did you really embrace that player break?
People embraced the player break for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, I understand that they've been on the road for so long. I tried to play a little bit before, but now the last week we just had a boot camp and tried to play as much as possible and try to fix stuff that we had to fix, and also try to just get back in form and also fix our communication.
Yeah, you said at E-League you were trying to remember how to communicate in English. Did you play loads of FPL, get your head around it?
Yeah, I'm trying to fix it again. Yeah, it's a little bit hard, but yeah, it's better now.
And now you're doing an interview with us immediately, so we're getting you warmed up. Any questions, Jacob?
Yeah, I mean, how close are you to that peak form we saw in the early fall of 2017? I mean, you have been away for quite some time, and you said yourself you had a player break. Is this phase just starting to warm up now, or are you getting back there?
We're a bit far from that one right now. We're getting warmed up, but maybe to the major.
Okay, setting sights on London. Anything to round things out, Matthew?
Yeah, I just had a question. Obviously, other players played in your spot for a bit. Did you change always just spot by spot, or did you have to make new changes now that you are back, or did everyone just feel anything you were playing?
We just went back to what I used to play, and then we see how it works. And if it didn't really work, we try to fix it and maybe change some positions. But yeah, basically I just come back to where I used to play.
Legend. Thank you so much for your time, Olaf. We'll be seeing you in that winners bracket game.
Okay, thank you.
Cheers, dude. Thank you.
Cheers.
And that's FaZe Clan are going to be playing a best of 3 for a spot in the playoffs versus the winner of Fnatic and Optic. That's in the Group C, 4 groups, of course, in attendance here in Stockholm. So that's an interesting question in itself. Fnatic Optic. Is that when does that happen? We have a B stream running
Straight after this,
simultaneously.
It should be live. Should be done.
It should be happening right now.
Ah.
You know what? I'm going to double check because I can, and the internet exists.
In the meantime, let's talk
is
about
it the next one for us? I think it might be.
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
so.
I think so. We'll be bringing
Yeah.
it to you on this stream. So that's we'll get to find out who FaZe will be playing. Sorry.
What a big missed opportunity for Heroic this was. I can't dwell with that. I mean, this was their chance to get inside this tournament. I mean, now they have to face either Optic or Fnatic in a match that they won't be favored against any of those teams, especially in the best of 3. As you said as well, it seemed like Heroic were very well prepared on the way FaZe were going to play. So in the beginning of both halves, they had a clear game plan and a clear idea of how they wanted to approach the game and what they wanted to do, and they successfully worked with it. But when it came into the game where they had to readjust and adjust inside the game, you just saw the skill difference, and you saw Rain getting warmed up, you saw Nico winning some sick clutches. It's just a big missed opportunity for Heroic, and they're gonna hurt themselves after this one.
Yeah, I mean it puts them in a real dire strait as well, because you've got both teams are scary, Fnatic and Optic, and one of them could potentially send you home. I'd love to talk more about it, but of course we've got more Counter-Strike coming up. In fact, speak of Fnatic Optic, we're bringing you that one on this broadcast straight after our break. Before we do so, I want to let you guys know that if you're in the area, if you're in the vicinity, you can pick up tickets. But coming up after the break, we do have Fnatic taking on none other than Optic. To get your tickets, you just have to head over to DreamHack.com/masters, and maybe we'll see you there September 1st and 2nd. Still, we're going to take a break, and Fnatic Optic is coming up after it.